HD2 menus. And so Hussein Ali, welcome to the Cleverly Show.
Hi, good morning, Cleverly. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing well. Good morning, Houston.
Good morning, Houston. Yes. So, Hussein, tell us about your company, Houston Dynamic Displays.
Houston Dynamic Displays is a full-service digital signage and consulting firm. And what we do is we help our customers with installing displays that can get the right message at the right place at the right time. So the displays are connected through a software system, which then allows the end user to program the content that they might want at a particular location. And this can be a global chain of displays or just a single restaurant or a single location, place of business. And they can control up to the minute content on that display using the software. And, through the means of installing displays in a lot of different facilities, we came across the restaurant market, and that's what I'd like to talk about today, about the digital menu boards.
All right, so you kind of lost me a little bit. Can you just say what you do in layman's terms?
Okay. Well, we are a integrator that installs displays, TV displays at your place of business.
Okay.
And
I understand that part.
Okay. All right. And you can control those displays sitting at your home or on a beach. You log on to our website, and you're able to tell what you want to play on that display. And when I say what you want to play, meaning it could be a marketing message that you've created, or if you have a special that's going on, and you just decide, hey, you know what, I need to offer this special to my customers, and you can go online on that software, push that message, and then it boom appears on that display, so your patrons are able to take benefit of that.
Okay, so let's take the beach part out of it, because I think that's confusing me. So these are televisions placed in restaurants.
Right.
Now, are we talking about like fast food where you're standing on a counter and you're looking up at the menu?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yep.
And how would your product work in a restaurant that was more fine dining?
For fine dining, they would typically use a display like this for promos. So if they have a daily sort of special menu, and as you walk in, typically you'd see, they have this special of the day, and they might have a poster for it or a chalkboard. And what we're trying to do is have them put this amazing pictures where the smoke's coming out of that steak as soon as the customer walks in, and they can see that visually appealing image and be able to get enticed to that special. So promo boards is a big deal for some of our fine dining restaurants.
Okay, so is there a camera in the kitchen that shows the sizzling steak?
So you would have either our program create these designs for you. So it's an image or a video that is previously created. Consider this system as how you would create content for your internet website. Mm-hmm. What you're doing is you're taking that internet website and bringing that in store. So whereas there's a disconnect between a consumer that is sitting at home and looking at your website, or a consumer who's looking at your TV ad and sitting at home, they're not making the decision of what they want to eat at that point. And once they come out to your facility, then you've got them engaged in a way where once they look at that content, then they're able to make the decision right at that point. So it's a point of sale decision type of equipment that can help them make that decision.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we're going to chat more with Hussein Ali about these digital menu boards. And also, we want to thank him for making a donation to the food bank on behalf of Houston Restaurant Weeks. So we'll have more right after this. This is Cleverly only on CBS Sports Radio 650. This is Gap Band. Hussein, I forgot to tell you that we chair dance on the show. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for getting into the spirit. Very good. All right. Little Gap Band. Kind of dance with me at home. John Karras, are you chair dancing? Mary Lamb, are you chair dancing? Yep. I can feel it. Yep. Very good. All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us on the Big Food Talk radio show, broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, for your foodie listening pleasure every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to noon Central Time. You can listen to us a couple of different ways on your radio at 650 AM on your digital radio dial, or really a good way to listen is online at CBS650.com, CBS650.com. And when you get there, click on the 650 logo, and that'll take you to a link where you can listen live. And you can listen to us anywhere. We were just talking about working from the beach. You can listen to us if you're on the beach, right? Which I kind of wish I was on the beach right now, actually. It's a little bit rainy here in Houston. Like we haven't had enough rain, but it's all good. I don't mind. Joining me in the studio right now is a new friend of the show. His name is Hussein Ali, and he has a company called Houston Dynamic Displays. And honestly, I didn't know what that was, but Hussein reached out to me, just cold turkey. You just reached out to me, and he wanted to make a donation to the food bank on behalf of Houston Restaurant Weeks. So what motivated you, Hussein? I'm very happy that you did,
Sure.
but what was the motivation behind that?
When I reached out to you, it was during the month of Ramadan. Okay, so that's, for Muslims, that's a month where we fast for 30 days.
Yes.
And it's really supposed to be for giving.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a coincidence where Houston Restaurant Week was
Coincided
with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, this is perfect.
Oh.
And, that's why I wanted to do it. And the name Houston, I'm sort of addicted to this word.
Mm-hmm.
You will see that my company's name is Houston Dynamic Displays.
Mm-hmm.
The first Chamber of Commerce we joined was Greater Houston Partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got this passion for Houston and how I can be a part of this community, which I've embraced. I wasn't born in Houston, so this is a town I've chose to live in, and I've got great respect for it.
That's amazing. And how long have you been in Houston?
I have been in Houston about 14 years.
Wow.
3 years before that, I was in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a great experience, a lot of fun, a lot of great food out there as well.
Sure.
So after enjoying that, I moved down to Houston, went to University of Houston,
Mm-hmm.
and I've called Houston my home after that.
Oh, excellent. And so is Houston Dynamic Displays your company?
Absolutely.
So you created
I
it and
created it.
had the idea?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were talking in the first hour of the show, we were talking about how everything started with a human being's idea.
Absolutely.
So how did you come up with the idea?
Well, so I worked as a director of technology for a sign manufacturing company here in town, and I did that for 8 years. And I was dealing with a lot of outdoor digital signage, and I had a tremendous amount of IT experience. And all along, I was always questioning, will I be an IT guy when I grow up, I should say? Or will I be the sign guy who's hybrid and who doesn't know where his place is?
Mm-hmm.
And then I came across digital signage industry about 5 years ago at an expo, and I said, okay, well, this is perfect. I've got my IT here. I've got my marketing skills. I've got my creativity in there, and the digital signage part. So it all fit in. And then after that, I've been slowly, making my way through the industry, getting to know the industry. I've been a presenter at a lot of industry events related to digital signage. And so that's how my journey began in that area about 5 years ago, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And started the company about 2 years ago. And we're doing really well. It's a fun place to be, starting a new company at this point in time in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
We're really thankful to all our customers, wonderful, restaurant owners, hospitals, schools that are part of our customers, and really, enjoy working with everyone.
So the main thing is that these are programmable signs. So I'm looking at your products. You have video walls, virtual concierge, digital building directories, digital menu boards, which we're going to talk about more, event reader boards, front desk displays, guest room channels. Is that like the TV channels in hotel rooms?
Absolutely. They're an extension of digital signage because you're able to select the content.
Mm-hmm.
So these are not just connected to your Comcast box. There could be another software that's driving that.
Right. Meeting room signage, real-time flight information, indoor HD LED displays, HD2 Slim Kiosk. That's a menu.
Well, that's a kiosk that could be a stand-up kiosk, so it could be used in many different environments, restaurants or office lobbies, things like that.
And then see-through retail showcases. So let's talk about this digital menu board now that I'm beginning to understand a little bit more about this.
Mm-hmm.
So these are signs in restaurants that the owners or managers can program
Absolutely.
to change as they need.
Absolutely.
So it seems pretty cost effective because they don't have to go get something reprinted every time.
Absolutely.
And you can probably do really vivid graphics and all kinds of fun stuff.
Absolutely.
So what kind of restaurants? I mean, I'm envisioning these in your fast food restaurants.
Right.
But then also you said quick service is also a good candidate for this.
Yeah, absolutely. For restaurant owners, it's very important, especially in the QSR environment, is how efficiently are they moving their lines, how easily their patrons are able to order from their menu board. So that has to be an effective, way for them to really expedite that process. Now, you do that a few different ways. It's a trial and error for some people, and that's what digital menu board empowers them to do is, have something created and see how it works. And if it doesn't work, tweak it. If you had a printed menu board, then it's a whole new process of getting it printed out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you print a menu, let's say 4 or 5 times during the year, that pays for your one display menu board. And so there's your cost there, and then you can run these things for 3-4 years. That's typical life, at least 5 years for a digital menu board.
Wow. So everyone, if you are in the restaurant business and you happen to be on a device right now, you can follow along with us at HD2menus.com. HD2menus.com. And what's really cool is that you have hundreds of templates
Mm-hmm.
that people can just create their own menu board. And I think we need one of these in the studio,
Absolutely.
like a Cleverly Show menu board.
Absolutely.
And we can put the guest names. That would be so
It's sky's the
cool.
limit. Absolutely.
That would be so cool. And this is really, and the website is really cool, Hussein. You did a great
Thank you.
job with this.
Thank you.
Okay, so you told me during the break that you had a new local restaurant that's using this. What's the name of the restaurant?
The restaurant's called Spice Runner, and they're located on the feeder road of I-10 East on Eldridge,
Mhm.
between Eldridge and 610.
So that would be I-10 West, going west,
Yeah, that's right.
and at Eldridge.
Yeah.
I know because I live on that side of town,
Okay.
so I'm familiar with that
Okay.
exit. Yeah. And it's called Spice
Runner.
Runner.
Yep. And
Is it a chain restaurant?
no, it's not a chain, but hopefully that's the owner's dream to make
Oh, it's
that
a
into
single
franchise.
owner restaurant?
Single
Oh,
owner restaurant,
nice.
and they come from a food truck background.
A food truck.
Absolutely.
Oh, how
So they
about
had a
that?
food truck in San Antonio market. They moved to Houston and created their own spice brand, and they were selling the spices until they decided they want a physical location, and the location just opened about 3 months ago, I should say.
I wonder why they chose Houston instead of San Antonio since they already knew that market.
I'm not sure about that decision.
Okay, I'm pulling up their website. It looks like their website is spicerunnerfood.com. And have you dined at the restaurant? You
Yes.
must have, right?
Yes. That's one of the benefits I get of working with the food industry.
You get to eat. Yum. And so, they have a nice picture of their restaurant. Very nice, very well done. And so, what kind of product did you put in his restaurant?
So what we've tried to do with the digital menu boards is that we found that there is a corporate chain, fast food industry, which is, all your major fast food restaurants that you see, and they pretty much are all well covered with the digital menu board because they have these corporate agreements and there's larger enterprise and can take care of them. And so what we wanted to do was create something for a small to medium-sized restaurant market, because their challenge is if the restaurant owner or manager is trying to manage their own restaurant, they're looking for a solution, and the first thing they do is, go online, try to find the solution, and believe you me, if you go online and search for digital menu boards, you're going to be lost because there is so many different options out
There
there.
are a lot of people
Somebody's
do
trying to sell you hardware, somebody's trying to sell you software, and you really have to be a technical person to understand all those different options and then make a decision as to how you want to work with this company because they're not located in Houston.
that. And so, how are you different?
So the way we looked at this market is how can we create this selection process for digital menu boards really easy for the end user, which is I've got in mind a restaurant owner who's really busy running around, and most of the restaurant owners who hit our website is late at night. And so,
Good point.
so we wanted to have something that just they can follow through with us. And if you look at our website, you will see that the first bit is a little video that talks about it's the 4 or 5 minute video that talks about how can you really benefit from digital menu boards, and there's a lot of pointers in there, and we'll go through those as well. But then if you follow along the website, you'll see our flagship product, which is a digital menu display. So it's an all-in-one solution where you don't need a media player, you don't need to run complex wiring. All you have to do is just buy this display, hang it up, and it works.
Wow. And how much does it cost a restaurant to do that?
So there is, depending on the size of the display they would like to go with, and I'll use an example of a 42 to 42-inch display. And typically a restaurant owner would go with 2 or 3 of those. Mm-hmm. You're looking at, $4,000 to $5,000 investment.
And do they own it then?
They own every piece of that.
So they don't have to pay you a monthly fee or anything? No,
they have an annual subscription that they have to pay for using our software, which is, again, a game changer in our industry, because our subscription is $199 annual.
Oh, that's not bad.
And you can create as many displays, menus you want. So you could literally have hundreds of displays at your facility and still use that one low menu board subscription price.
Wow, so that's really very easy to enter this new age of getting your information displayed within your restaurant.
Absolutely. And the way previously this has been done is people are used to paying a subscription license fee per display. So imagine if you have 5 displays, you would probably be paying a monthly fee of $25 to $30 per display. And so if you look at that model where, you're paying $100 for 4 displays every month, we've totally, sort of gotten around that model and given you one subscription where you can design as many menus as possible.
Well, I'm very impressed with your business and with you, Hussein.
Thank you.
You created this company, you had an idea to do it better, and it really sounds like you have.
Oh, thank you.
So congratulations to you. If anyone is interested in getting more information, they can access Houston DD, as in HoustonDynamicDisplays.com, HoustonDD.com. I have a link to this website on my website also at Cleverly.com in case you're driving or whatever and you can't write anything down. So thank you so much, Hussein, for being on the show and sharing this great information with our listeners.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure, and looking forward to being part of your show and listen to it more often than I.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, and thank you for helping us out with Houston Restaurant Weeks as well.
Not a problem.
Maybe we can figure out a way to work you into it somehow. I don't know.
Well,
we'll just have to brainstorm.
Yeah, we can. We're always looking to work and partner with different Houston organizations. So, if I can and may, I will be happy.
All right, thank you so much, Hussein Ali from Houston Dynamic Displays. All right, coming up right after the break,